what's going on, man? We got a big weekend coming up. Um, we got the championship round, Seahawks versus Rams, Patriots versus Denver Broncos. So man, we got a lot of. It's gonna be a good. We might get snowed in. We got snow in football, man. Ain't nothing more you can ask for. So, how you doing, Nico? You doing all right, man?
Man, I'm doing wonderful. There's nothing like some cold, something to make them beers and them drinks
Yeah, man.
better, and football, man, and Patriots in the postseason. That's all I need.
Ain't much. You can't ask for too much, man. We're gonna be.
Ask for
Looks like we're
anything
gonna be
more.
snowed in, and we got football. That's all you need.
Perfect recipe.
That's all you need, man. Let's get into this first game though, because I don't know exactly um what game is first.
Patriots.
Okay, so Patriots play first.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be an interesting game.
Yep.
That's gonna be an interesting game. Let me see if I can zoom in just a little bit. Let me do this. Let's do this. All right. So this is already passed. So we're on this one. Here we go.
Yeah.
Patriots, Broncos. Do they both play on the same day?
Yes.
I think they do.
Both,
Yes, they both. So
both
they
are on the
both
same
games
day.
are tomorrow. Sunday is free. All right. This gonna be a good game, man. Look, I know Bo Nix is out, but I'm a firm believer that Broncos still have a very good chance of winning this game. Um, it's weird that they're both 14-3. Oh, that's just the end of the season record, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm a firm believer that the Broncos and Sean Payton are going to give the Patriots fits. Now, at the end of the day, I'm gonna still pick the Patriots to win, just because if I was a betting man, I'm taking the Patriots to win. But I wouldn't be surprised if Broncos came out. I mean, they have the better defense. They have an offensive minded coach who I think knows how to draw it up and knows how to prepare his quarterbacks to play. So it's gonna be interesting to see who comes out on top. Even they were talking a little trash. I don't know if you saw, but they was talking a little trash. Sean Payton was talking on a press conference. He was like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I forgot what the question was, but pretty much he said his team gonna get a lot of rest. 2 weeks, in fact, after this game. So, and then I seen Keyshawn Booty respond, and it was just funny, man. It's just funny to see how this game gonna turn out. But it just sucks Bo Nix isn't playing, because he got the team there. Um, he got the team there, and he's not gonna be available.
Yeah.
And they kind of have a built-in excuse now. Well, Bo Nix, if they lose, it's Bo Nix. Then I already know what it's going to be. If they lose, it's because Bo Nix didn't play. And if they win, they're going to be like, "Oh, Drake May lost to a backup QB." So that's how the story. That's just what the story is going to be. So Patriots are kind of like, if the Patriots win, it's going to be it's kind of hard. It's kind of like in my mind, if you're looking at it from like what the haters are going to think, they're going to say, especially because it's the Patriots, right? They're going to say, well, Bo Nix didn't play, that's why he won. And if they win, it'll be like, and if the Broncos win, it's going to be like, oh, you lost to a backup QB. So it's a lose-lose. But at the end of the day, I think it's going to be a great game. These are two good defenses. Two good offense. Well, Patriots offense is good. Broncos defense is okay. J.K. Dobbins, I think it might play this game. I'm not too sure if he's confirmed. Oh, he's already been ruled out. Oh, okay. I didn't know he was ruled out. So I guess that's what it is. But it's still gonna be a very interesting game, though.
Yeah. So let me just break it down real quick. It looks like we're minus 4 points. And then according to the injury report, we have Terrell Jennings, which it is what it is. Matt Collins is going to be out, which that's going to suck. He's a pretty good player. The big one that I think is going to hurt us is Harold Landry being out and Joshua Farmer, but mostly Harold Landry, the third, him being out. That's definitely going to be something that can have an impact on the way our defense goes down,
Yeah.
um, functions. But yes, for them, they have. Uh, I mean, I would say the two people that stand out. Troy Franklin is questionable with a hamstring. You know how those hamstrings can be.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Troy Franklin has been someone that's been a young prospect that has been getting reps, right? And then J.K. Dobbins, he is out. So honestly, for me, this is what this game is going to come to. I agree, like that. What you said, like I could see those storylines being made, the ones you said. But at the end of the day, Vrabel's going to have this defense running. I think it's going to be eerie similar to the Texans Patriots game, where it's going to be a lot of turnovers. Um, and for me, the biggest worry from my side of the ball, from the Patriots side, is that Drake May needs to feel that pressure better. He needs to sense it. I think sometimes he holds the ball a little bit too long, and he needs to either like he's starting to kind of second guess himself, and that's not what we need. We need him to, hey, you see your one, two, maybe third read, not there, run. If you can't find a running lane, try to get away out just to pass the ball. But don't this you can't pump fake passes on top defenses because they get to you way too fast. It
And
was a
this defense is gonna get to you
yeah.
for sure.
So that's what worried me with the Texans. I mean, we came when we faced the Chargers, it was kind of a problem. So me being a Patriot fan, like I'm like, okay, well, hopefully that's a point of emphasis for the offense, right? To make sure
Mhm.
that we don't turn the ball over. And what happened against the Texans? He fumbled it, right? So that's a cause for concern. Like, hey, we would hope that you would work on something, and then in the game time, the thing that we're hoping at least would not happen. So I have no worries about the defense. Again, I think defenses are going to just be punching each other back and forth. Um, it's going to be which offense can produce. And for us, the secret weapon is going to be our running game. Um, the way our
Right.
running game is crucial. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, right. Like that's the number one thing for you guys. You guys are going to have to establish the running game against this team. You're going to have to keep them off balance. It's going
Yeah.
to have to be a very balanced game from you guys. Can't just be Drake May doing Superman shit. He
No.
cannot just be sitting back there. He's not going to have the time. He's not going to have the opportunities to just sit back there and sling it.
Yeah.
Okay. It's going to, so you're going to have to rely on the running game. You're going to have to play action, running game. But to get the play action going, you got to have the running game going early. So that's going to be the key to see if they can establish a running game. And it's going to be interesting to see how Stidham comes in and plays. I think just like how I know Variable's going to have that defense ready. I feel like um I feel like Sean Payton is going to have Stidham ready to play, bro. I feel like he's going to have the offense ready to play. But and I say this because if you look at their offense, it's a timing based offense. They do a lot of play action. They do a lot of roll out of the pocket. Um, and they have if not one of the best, if not the best offensive line in the league, right?
Yeah.
So the type of offense that they run is very system based, meaning that a lot of quarterbacks you can plug and play into the offense and it'll still run like an oil machine. Granted, Bo Nix is better than Jarrett Stidham, so that's one of the things that you got to kind of walk out with, work out because he's a better runner, and he's a tougher runner.
Hmm.
But don't sleep on Stidham because I've seen him play before. He can play in the system, and this is a perfect system for him, especially him being there all year, and then to go along with that defense. So that's why I think it's going to be a really good game because a lot of teams in the league they would think of this game and be like, "Oh, Stidham's playing, Broncos aren't winning," and they would end up and the Broncos end up winning because they kind of caught him by surprise. You're not getting that with Vrabel. Vrabel is going to be prepared, so it's going to be a very defensive match. If I had to put a score on it, I'll probably say Patriots 17, Broncos 16, to be honest. Um, if I had to put a win, but this is hard, bro. I you guys are favored by 4.5 points, right?
Yeah,
I think it's going to be what again. I have you guys winning by 1 point. I feel like a lot of people are like are underestimating what the Broncos are going to bring, and they're playing at Mile High Stadium, right? So it's gonna be a great game, man. It's gonna be a great game. Very defensive fight. So it's gonna be very interesting. Very interesting.
I would say it's only going to be close if they can keep it close. If we get ahead by, let's say, 2 scores, it's done. It's cooked. There's no way they're
Yeah, if
winning.
y'all, yeah, definitely. I
No,
mean,
like that's the only hope. Like we cannot be ahead by 14 or ahead by more than 10. If we're ahead by more than 10, it's done.
see, that's the thing with this game because Jarrett Stidham hasn't played in like 2 years. It feels like
Yeah,
we don't know his tendencies. We don't know if he crumbles in these type of moments because first of all, he's never played in the AFC Championship,
yeah.
damn near the playoffs, right? And he hasn't played all year, so there's no film on him to watch to study his tendencies. So that is something that is a that the Patriots defense is going to have to figure out because they don't when they're watching tape, they only can watch tape of Sean Payton's offense. They can't watch tape of Jarrett Stidham's tendencies. I
I
guess you can
disagree.
go back I guess you can go back to last year or the year before last and kind of watch it. But this is a different. You're watching his tendencies in a whole nother offense. So it's kind of hard to. It's kind of
Yeah, I
hard to.
guess,
I
but
mean,
there's some.
he was on the Patriots though,
That's
but
what I'm saying. Like we had him in the building for 3 4 years. Then after that, so we got film of him of when he was
mhm,
young, when he was
mhm.
and there's some tendencies that are hard to break. Like it doesn't matter, there's some things that is just going to naturally carry over. And then sure, like we talk about his stint in the Raiders. Who was the coach during that time? Who was the coach when he actually had a good game?
Josh
McDaniels.
McDaniels.
So if there's one person that would know him, it would be the guy that can make almost any quarterback look good, right? So I mean, and I don't want to say too much because it's not because I'm afraid of Stidham. I'm not.
Sean Payton.
No one's afraid of him.
That's why I'm worried about with Sean Payton. I think he gonna have some shit. He gonna have some shit tomorrow, man. I'm trying to tell you, have
And
some
that's the
shit.
thing. But like that's what I'm afraid of. Yeah, I'm more afraid maybe of like the trick plays. But honestly, that's about it. Because their running game without Dobbins, eh, right? The
Right.
only other good thing they have is the offensive line that can maybe protect them for a little bit longer. But they don't want him holding the ball. So it's gonna and like we're gonna I feel like we're gonna force them to pass it. You're gonna beat us, you're gonna have to pass it.
Oh yeah,
And
for
it's gonna
sure.
be quick passes. And that's gonna make him uncomfortable. So plus we got Christian Gonzalez, beast of a cornerback, gonna take away Sutton. Um, Carlton Davis, great offense cornerback. I'm not offense, defense cornerback. So I'm
But they
feeling
they also have PS2 too. They also have a top three defense
yeah, but I mean
and a
we have
top three O line. I think I don't forget about that O line. That O line is top. They're going to give him time. So you're right. You're going to have to blitz him, right?
no.
You're going to have to blitz him.
We're gonna send people on the edges. We're gonna send people on the edges. But if he's gonna beat us, he's gonna have to throw
Okay.
balls that are
Hey,
longer than 15 yards. He like that's the only way he's gonna win. And I don't think he has the best track record of throwing those types. Obviously, Sean Payton, like you said, is going to design quick plays, slant outs, and stuff like that. But It's
Okay.
going to
I
be
mean,
very hard. And again, if we get up by 10, it's done. It's going to be cooked. Um, unless there's something catastrophic happens, obviously, don't hope that. Um, but yeah, now if it's close, then hey, it's close. But I don't. I think, and what gave me so much confidence was how Vrabel responded to what Sean Payton said. It could have
mm,
been very easy to grab that and say, "Oh yeah, that's bulletin material. Oh yeah, well, you know what? We're gonna see." La, la. But what did he say? Our guys didn't even need that. We're motivated enough, and it's because we've been hearing that we're not good enough the whole season. Right? No one expects us. Right? No one expected this, but we're
right.
all we got, and that's all we need. Promo. So we'll see. I mean, I hope it's a good game and everything, but I don't know. Like, if Stidham was going up against any other team, what you said, that would be valid. But the fact that it's because it's the Patriots and we had him for a good amount of like 4 years, we have film on him. We have practice film on him where we can really study those tendencies.
Hmm. That's a good point. That is a good point. Um, it's gonna be an interesting game, man. I can't wait to see. It's gonna be a very cold game, 16 degrees in Mile High Stadium,
We
high
love
in
it.
altitude.
We're used to the cold. Boston.
Yeah, that's gonna be it. And I hate how people. I don't understand why people don't like dome stadium. I'm a very, very big fan of dome stadiums for reasons just like this. I don't want to. I don't care who's playing. I don't want to go to a game and sit in 16-degree weather. I don't give a flying f if that's how football was played back in the day. I could give two shits. I wanna watch a game where everybody is on the same playing field. I don't gotta worry about no snow. I don't want people use snow, rain as an excuse, the weather as an excuse. No, I want it to be perfect weather, no wind, everybody at the same on the same playing field, and we go out and hoop top tier football. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see. So I hope one day we do get a mostly at least mostly league with all domes, or if not all domes, because I don't like the elements ruining a good game. Like the game I watched last season with the Eagles and the Rams. Like that shit was hard to watch, bro. Like I want to, I don't want to watch a running game. I don't want to. Like I understand there's some savants out there who, enjoy those type of games.
I
I'm
do.
not one of those guys.
No,
I'm
I
not one
do.
of those guys. I want to see it without the elements. I want to see somebody get mossed. I want to see somebody juke. I want to see somebody be able to juke somebody else out their shoes. You know what I'm saying? I want to see cuts. I want to see speed. All of the works, man. So I hope it's not windy. I don't know if it's gonna be windy. I hope it's not windy. I hope it's not snowing. I hope it's just cold. That's it. Then we can kind of get a really good game, where we can see passing and running. So it's gonna be a great game regardless. Though I'm very excited about these games. Moving on though, this is the game for real because well, both of them are gonna be really good games, but this is
Mhm.
the third matchup between these teams in the same division this season. And I think they split this season, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look that up really quick because um, I want to know that because that's going to determine who I think is going to win this game. Um,
What are the splits? Like
so
betting?
no, so yeah, they split. So this is the score, right? These are the first time they played was November 16th this season,
Mm.
and they Rams won by 2 points. Then they played again on December 18th, and the Seahawks won by 1 point. Dog, we about to hold on. Wait. Hold on. Timeout, because I think I might have got that wrong. Let me look at this. This is January 5th. Okay, yeah, I was right. This is January 5th, 2025. Okay, so yeah, so these two teams, Rams and Seahawks, they split. First game Rams won by 2 second game. Seahawks won by 1. These teams know each other, man. I love games like this. I love games like this because they know each other ins and out. And then on top of that, you're gonna have to out. This is going to be a coaching match because you're gonna have to out coach the coach because each coach knows there's your tendencies. They watched all your film already multiple times. They kind of know your offense just like you know their offense, and vice versa on the defense, right? So this is going to be a chess match if I ever did know one. Seahawks look like they're favorites. I understand why. Not bad weather, 43 degrees. That's not bad. Hopefully it's no raining.
Are you saying that the Patriots Broncos won't be a chess match?
No. I'm not saying it's not going to be a chess match. I'm just talking about this game is lit. Like I just told you the scores. Like the Patriots didn't play the Broncos this season.
No.
Right? This is their first matchup. This is their first matchup this season. These are divisional rivals. Patriots and Broncos, that's going to be a really good game. But I feel like it can get off to a slow start because they're getting acclimated with each other, right? They gotta get a feel. This is going to be a heavyweight bout. Like, not that the other game is going to be heavy, but I feel like these teams are going to come out swinging because they know, like, okay, I see this coverage, I know what I need to do to get past it, right? But then you got to counter their counter. And then you got to counter that. That's what type of game this is going to be. That's what I mean by chess match. You kind of got to think multiple steps ahead before your next play because of how they know each other, because of they play each other twice a year and they're playing in the championship. I think back to the game last year with Commanders and the Eagles when we played in the championship and we were divisional rivals. We knew each other. We played each other twice. We knew each other. We knew our tendencies. They knew that we had some inexperienced guys on our team. So what did they do? They went for the ball. They knocked the ball out. We had 4 or 5 fumbles that game. Because when you plan in this big of a stage for the first time, that may or may not be on your mind to take it. You're just trying to make a play. So experienced defense we went up against last season, you know, that comes with us playing each other 3 times a year, 2 times a year. So this is going to be a good game though, man. Granted, I got the Rams winning. I know the Seahawks are favorite. I got the Rams winning. And it partially because the
score's going to be.
It could be in the 30s or it could be in the damn teens. You just don't know, man, with these type of matchups. But that's a hard question because I'm gonna go. It's gonna be high scoring.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be an
above 21.
Yeah, I'm gonna say not too high. I'm gonna say about 24 to 27 Rams or 24-28 Rams type time.
You think any team will crack 30?
Nah, possibly. That's definitely on. Actually, that's definitely on the table. But I'm gonna go with 24-28 Rams. Okay. I'm gonna go with 24-28 Rams. Partially because Sam Darnold, he did look pretty solid last week, but that was mostly because the defense was really good. So he kind of didn't have to, you know, he wasn't put in those pressure moments because they just like wiped.
Yeah, the defense wasn't that good.
Yeah, they kind of just wiped the floor with the 49ers from start to finish. And Sam Darnold never had his back up against the wall. You know what I'm saying? He never was put under those pressures for me to be like, all right, man, how's Sam Darnold going to react? This is that game. Yeah. I think he's going to be put under those pressures to see how Sam Darnold is going to react to this pressure where he got to go down and get a score. And he moved the needle for me last week a little bit. Like, okay, you kind of moving the needle from how I used to think about you. Now you're like, okay, you kind of, let's see what you can do in the championship. But I'm still on the other end for Sam Darnold. I'm waiting for Sam Darnold to drop the ball. And I fully expect him to do it at some point in this game. Maybe not the whole game, but I do expect them to make one of them decisions that kind of almost decide the outcome of the game, where he has a weird pick, or he takes a sack that he didn't need to take, or a fumble. And it kind of was the play in the game that cost him the game. So that's my reason why I'm going with the Rams, to be honest.
Okay. Who's Smile Kid? Do you know? Or
we got He
Yeah.
says boo. I don't know. Is that
Who? Rams or Seahawks?
I think that's either Connor or Britt, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, okay, okay.
But boo you too. Thank you for commenting though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Smile Kid, who you taking, man? Because you got a lot to say. I want to know who you taking. Oh, you know what? This is Brick. She's a Seahawks fan.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
I'm sorry, Brick. I got to keep it real. That's just my thoughts. But I mean, Seahawks had a really good year. Yeah, I had a really good year. So uh shout out to y'all. But I think the Rams gonna win, man. To be honest, I just think that offense is too like
Well said, Britt.
that offense is too good. He has had terrible games, but the rest of the team is solid. No, the rest of the team is solid. The rest of the Seahawks team is really solid. I will say, um, but Sam Darnold has to show me. I can't just give Sam Darnold the benefit of the doubt. I've seen Sam Darnold throw too many games, lose too many games because of Sam Darnold, and he got to show me, man. He just got to show me. I've seen Matthew Stafford show me. Now the Seahawks defense is way better than the Rams defense, but at the same time, the Rams offense I think is much better than the Seahawks defense, and I think the deciding factor in that is Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
That's just the deciding factor when it gets down low in crunch time. I believe in Matthew Stafford more than I believe in Sam Darnold. So,
Okay.
yeah, but
So I'm just trying to look at the injuries. The Rams are going to be without Rob Harvenstein, which that is huge. That is huge. That is their best offensive lineman. Uh,
for really? Okay.
yep. And then they're also going to be without Weatherspoon, who, excuse me, is one of their top
Who
cornerbacks.
the Seahawks, right?
The Rams.
Witherspoon plays. Oh, I thought Witherspoon played for the
There's
Seahawks.
two. There's two of them.
Okay.
But I think they're spelled slightly different. Uh, and then for the Seahawks, hold on, I'm just trying to. And then for the Seahawks, the ones that stand out to me really, and it's the only one that's kind of, well, they're going to be without one of their tackles. And then for me, the big one is going to be, and then they got another lineman, Bryce Calbodu, but I don't know. I mean, hey, he's an offensive lineman, so that might impact. But for me, the big thing is Zach Charbonnet. This game for me is gonna be one of those. I feel like it's gonna be which wide receiver duo performs better. I can see both of them going for 300 yards. Both quarterbacks.
Whoa,
chucking
Sam
it.
Darnold, 300 yards.
300 maybe.
That's
Well,
kind of
250.
crazy.
250. Especially with Witherspoon out for the Rams. Because they got good wide receivers. They got Jackson Smith and Jigba, dog, and then
Top two. He top two this year. Wide receivers. Him and
the
Puka.
unsung hero, the guy that just let me tell you,
Cooper Cup.
punched the 49ers in the mouth. Raheed
Yeah,
Shaheed.
Sharp is out. Oh
Raheed.
yeah, I forget about Rashid Shaheed, bro.
He's
Dog.
under.
But dog, yeah, Rashid Shaheed. I
He
forgot
had
they
the
got him
opening
mid
kick
season.
return.
Yep.
So
Damn.
he's on special teams. Hey, I
Yo,
get
and
it.
the Rams special teams is ass. Nah, the Rams special teams, like if you had to pick out a bad part of this team, bro, that is clearly the worst out of the offense, defense, special teams. Their special teams kicking, this special team return, like they're just like one of the worst special teams in the league.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's definitely something to look out for. I know Sean McVay is mentioning that to his team this season because Rashid Shaheed has been a force ever since they traded for him.
Um,
Damn.
so with all of that into consideration, For me, right? So you got those two wide receivers for the Seahawks. Then obviously you got Puka Nakua, Devontae Adams, right?
Right.
Stafford. For me, the difference maker is going to be the run game. Which run game shows up? Because that's what helps
Yeah.
alleviate for the passes. Kyron Williams, while he has been consistent, I don't think he does the best when he faces really good defenses.
Mm.
Can he break out during against a good defense? If he can't, then it's going to be a thing of attrition in which they're going to hit that Seattle defense with a mix of Blake Corum and Kyron Williams. Now that's going to be, and can that defense hold up? Which to me, honestly, I think that defense can. So now that brings us to the other side. The
Mm.
secret sauce for the Seahawks, the one that doesn't get a lot of attention, that should always get a lot of attention, Zach Charbonnet. I think he's going to be a steal for whichever team gets him in the offseason, or if this Seahawks decide to bring him back. We have seen teams that do good are teams that have a good 1-2 punch. Sure, Walker is good. And so this is going to be the game where Walker is going to show his worth truly to that team, so that when it comes contract time, if he wants to get paid, this is going to be the game that solidifies that. If he performs good, performs to what he potentially can, which to me, honestly, I think he could be a Jahmyr Gibbs type. If he can do that, the Seahawks are going to win. If he falls
Mhm.
short of that, the Rams are going to win. Kenneth Walker needs to either go, I would say, 55 plus and at least get maybe 1 or 2 touchdowns. But that's what's going to take, because that's how you open up those passing lanes. And
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see, Bray. I mean, but again, that's just what I think is going to come down to. So we'll see. I love running games, but I love Zach Charbonnet because if you noticed, it was very much like the Lions from not this past year, but the year before that, where 2 years ago, Jahmyr Gibbs got the yards, David Montgomery finished. That's how it's like with the Seahawks. Now, not Jahmyr, Kenneth Walker needs to get the yards and he needs to finish. We shall see. I would go with the score of, I think it's going to come down 24-31. And I'm going to go with the Seahawks. I'm going to go with the Seahawks.
Wasn't the Walker the one that went off last game with 3 touchdowns? Kenneth Walker the third when Charbonnet went down.
Yeah. I just
So I mean,
I like the defense more for Seattle all around.
yeah, I mean, I think Walker can definitely is good enough to hold his own.
Yeah.
Um, this is going to be a very interesting game because I think Seahawks defense is better, but Rams offense is better. I think this is going to be a game one in the trenches. This is going to be a trenches game.
100% agree.
I,
Yes.
I picked the Rams winning, but I didn't think I think the Seahawks are going to lead in the rushing game. I think they're going to lead rushing wise, but I still picked the Rams winning because um I think it's going to be a close. But I have when it comes to these close games, for me at least, when it comes to close games and last and final drives, when you got to go score 4 or at least 5 points with like 2 or 3 minutes left, I tend to rely on the quarterback at those moments. Whoever's quarterback, and I think it's going to be one of those games where um the other team knows what you're running,
Yeah.
but can they stop you? That's exactly what it's going to come down to. Can
And
the other team stop you when they know what you're like? Seahawks, they know they get Puka the ball some way, somehow. Can they
mhm,
stop it?
mhm,
Seahawks, they know they're going to get the ball to Jackson Smith and Jigma at some point, and he's going to be a very integral part of this game. Can they stop it? And a lot of those decisions come down to can the quarterback get it there on time and accurate, right? And
mhm.
at that point, I kind of just give it. And I'm not saying it. I think Seahawks right now have the better team. But again, Sam Darnold has to show me, man. If he shows me, hey, more power to him. He proved me wrong. I just need to see it first for me to be like, okay. But I do think the winner of this game does go on to win the Super Bowl, to be honest. I just think these two teams playing are more well-rounded than the other teams in the AFC, in my opinion.
That's fine. I'm not
Um,
saying that.
I know Nico got something to say, but there's
I am.
no. I'm not. I'm not.
No,
I'm not trying to say. I just think these two teams have been the better teams throughout the season, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion, though. So,
if I may,
mm,
I want to play. I want to play a quick game with you. I'm gonna read out for a couple names, and I want to see what your reaction is.
mhm.
All right, Braden Fisk, Puna Ford,
Dog. You said who?
Puna Ford.
Solid.
Okay, Kobe Turner,
Dog.
Byron Young, questionable.
Questionable.
Nate Landman, Omar
That's
Spate.
it. I like Nate Landman.
Nate Landman,
Omar
good.
Smith, solid.
Jared Verse,
Okay. Dog.
100%.
Cam Curl, dog. He's played for the Commanders, so when he come up, I already know I'm saying dog. Go
Yes, yes. I think that's probably the guy you was waiting for.
ahead.
Kobe Durant,
Dog. He played great against the Bears last week. He had himself a game.
Cam Curl,
Dog.
Cameron Kitchens,
Solid.
Darius Williams,
Mm. All
and
right.
Quentin Lake.
Mm.
Okay.
All right.
Now
Um,
let's play same game.
Seahawks defense is way better, bro. How you only got to do that? I already know they got way more dogs over there.
Hold on.
But you're going
DeMarcus
against Sean,
Lawrence.
Sean McVay.
DeMarcus Lawrence.
Solid. He okay.
Byron Murphy the second.
Byron Murphy the second. He a dog. He a
Okay.
dog.
Okay. Leonard Williams.
Leonard Williams, dog.
Derek Hall.
I don't know too much about Derek Hall. I feel like he's solid.
Drake Thomas.
I don't know too much about Jay Thomas. Yeah, all right.
Ernest Jones the fourth.
He a dog. He's a dog. He's a
I
dog. Bro.
apologize in advance for butchering this name. Uchenna Wuzu.
A Woozier, I think.
Wuzie.
He a dog too. He's solid. He's more solid than a dog, but he's a solid
Devin Witherspoon.
dog.
Kobe Bryant.
Hold on, wait. Solid.
Julian Love.
Solid.
Okay. I don't know. I think again.
I feel like the Seahawks like I saw an article where they were comparing, this Seahawks team to the Legion of Boom. I feel like the Legion of Boom was much more star-studded with Cam Chancellor and they had Cam Chancellor,
Richard Sherman.
the other Richard
Earl
Sherman,
Thomas.
Earl Thomas, the linebacker that played for the Commanders right now. They were much more star-studded. I feel like this defense is more scheme-based. Whoever the Seahawks coach, bro, he
Michael Bennett was
I
huge
forgot
for
his
that.
name. He know how to call a damn defense, bro. He know how to call a defense with minimal talent. Now I'm not saying the Seahawks doesn't have talent, but compared to that Legion of Boom, it ain't no comparison, bro. Michael Bennett,
Really,
yeah,
though.
Michael
You
Bennett.
can't comparison. It's a different team.
It's not a comparison, but people are going to compare those teams because the Seahawks are in the championship and they have a top 3 defense. So it's naturally going to be compared to their defenses of the past. But I'm not like when you were naming off the players, in my opinion, when you name off the players, this is my opinion. I think it's when you name off, like, if you try to, like, if you go on defense for defense, player for player, it's not too far off. The difference is who's calling the defense. And what's his name? What's the Seahawks coach name? I can't think. Oh yeah, we forgot Nick Emenwari. He's a starter. You didn't even name him. Nick Emenwari. Yeah, he's starting, right? He a dog, bro. I wanted the Commanders to pick him up too, bro. We didn't get him. We got a tackle. But that's why I have the Seahawks defense better. But I think, man, when you got Sean McVay, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, MVP Stafford, and they run like 3 or 4 different tight ends. I just think it's going to get to a point, man, and I don't know if Seahawks are going to have enough firepower to withstand it. But these games, bro, when we get to this point in the season, it's so hard to choose who's going to win, man. It's really so hard to choose who's going to win. We saw last year.
That I would agree with you, but the one thing was that I think the difference is that the Seattle Seahawks have consistent dogs at every level, maybe 2 dogs at every level. I don't think the Rams have that in the secondary. They might have one.
They have. No, they have 2 dogs in the secondary. They don't have more than. They don't have 2 dogs in the linebacker core.
Who are they?
Cam Curl and Durant. Those 2 are dogs. I don't think they're linebackers. That's why I think the running game and the tight ends are going to matter a lot for the Seahawks, because I think you can get off on their linebackers.
Cam Curl, okay.
Cam Curl and Durant. I think he's a cornerback. Cam Curl's a safety. But again, bro, all this shit goes out the window. We're talking about 2 teams who are in the same division who play each other every year. A lot of these statistics, a lot of these stuff goes straight out the window. It goes straight to scheme and how you draw these plays up, because the team most of the time is going to know or have a feel of what's coming next. They've seen it before. They watched all these films. This is the 3rd time for them meeting. So it comes down to, like, can the coaches make the right decision? And I have more faith in Sean McVay. Just because I've seen it before. I can understand that. It's a scheme for me. When I come down to picking like who's going to win, it's more of what I've seen from the team.
The system, but man,
it's just because I've seen it. I'm not going to sit here and say the Patriots can't win or the Seahawks can't win. It's just, if I was a betting man, these are the teams that I would go with based off what I was seeing.
You can't say I'm not saying this and then go ahead and say it.
No. I said I would pick the Rams to win. I'm not saying that Seahawks can't win. Those are two different discussions. Can't and picking a team to win and saying a team can't win like they have no chance. Those are 2 different discussions.
Okay.
2 totally different discussions.
Okay.
But I can see how you get it mixed up, but nah, for real, like I have more faith in Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford. I would honestly be surprised if the Seahawks win. If the Seahawks win, I'm astounded, because that means Sam Darnold is the first player in his draft class, the first QB in his draft class to make a Super Bowl. And that is effing crazy. He had Lamar Jackson in his draft class. Who else was in his draft class? Was it Jordan? Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson? Was it Jordan Love? It was a couple of other players, and that is crazy for me to say. Like, Sam Darnold's in a Super Bowl before all those quarterbacks like that. Like, that's kind of unbelievable. Like, hold on, wait,
unpack that later. That happens for sure.
As a matter of fact, let me look up Sam Darnold's draft class.
I mean, while you do that,
Um,
Brett, it would be cool to have a rematch, and this time you guys
let's see.
actually
Let's
have
just say
a competent coach
yeah.
that I think would call the right play.
Damn, they should have gave Marshawn the ball,
But
man.
I don't think you really want to see that rematch because mm,
Let me
you
ask you
know
this,
what?
Nico. How
Anymore.
um um damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Shit. Just come back to me, bro. Just come back to me.
I mean, I don't know what. I
Okay,
mean,
so
what do you want to talk about? Because I mean, I'm good talking about this game. I ain't got nothing else to say than what I've already said. Maybe
let
you
me
want to
show
talk
you
about
this.
the hirings of the coaches.
You want to see Lamar Jackson, bro? Look at this shit. Look who they got as Lamar Jackson. That ain't Lamar Jackson, bro.
What? Wow, bro.
But look at this draft class: Baker Mayfield,
That's why.
Josh Allen. Damn, people forget about. Wait, Josh Rosen was on the damn Browns. What the hell? And Lamar Jackson. So he's the first one to make a Super Bowl out of all these QBs, bro. Sam Darnold will make us like.
At Google,
I'm rooting for him.
I'm sorry. I'm still tripping out about the Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, this is
Like,
crazy. This is
that's
O D.
no, that's
Oh,
Bing.
this is
That's
a
why.
cornerback. This is the wrong Lamar Jackson.
Who looks up stuff from Bing?
It's because I'm sharing the screen. Chrome doesn't share the screen right how I want it to, so I use the Microsoft Edge.
My bad. Didn't mean to just
Um,
criticize you.
yeah, bro, you trying to throw me under the bus, bro? I mean, dang, like I can't use Bing, bro. Like you booed you, like
Roasted.
dang, bro, like
He's a Bing, bro.
god dang,
That's how
bro.
you got that bootleg Lamar Jackson using a bootleg search engine.
Golly, bro. Like, God, dang, Google got
Oh,
some crazy supporters, bro.
it's
But
crazy.
but yeah, man. So yeah, Sam Darnold will make a Super Bowl. That'll be crazy.
That is crazy. With that list right there, that is really crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of
Considering the
OC.
way his season started, his career started too. But you want to
Yeah.
talk about any of the coaching hires?
Oh, culture hires. It seems like no one wants to be the OC for the Eagles, bro. What's going on with that?
That's a tough job, man.
That is a tough job because
They don't even
not
like a
only
head
are
coach.
not only if you're doing bad, the city is gonna like ruin the experience for you. Like they're gonna get on your head.
Yeah,
And also it's like boomer bust coach to coach there. It seems like you either make the Super Bowl or you end up getting fired.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a rough culture over there. And also Jalen Hurts, I feel like is a hard QB to coach, bro. I truly do understand. I truly do believe that. Because he's limited, bro. Like I understand why not McDermott. I understand why McDaniels chose the Chargers job because look at their offense, bro. He's definitely going to want to. There's a lot more he can do with that QB over there for the Chargers than he can with the Eagles. To be completely honest, and I'm not even hating, bro. It's just the facts. He didn't listen. He interviewed for both jobs and he chose the Chargers. Why did he choose the Chargers when he had the Eagles? Right. So I'm not hating. It's just what it is. I'm not the only one who thought like this. Clearly, McDaniels thought the same way. It looks like Dable doesn't going to go over there. Brian Dable doesn't want to. Like, all these offensive minds don't want to be the offensive coordinator for the Eagles. So that's going to be something interesting to look at. But I do believe like they do have a rough culture and among other things over there. Also, their head coach like it's crazy going into a situation where you know if things don't work out, you're getting fired and you may not get another head coaching opportunity after this. So that is probably the biggest factor in it. Like a lot of these
there we go.
offensive coordinators,
That's right.
they
That's
want to
right.
be a head coach. Like Brian
Yeah.
Daboll wants to be a head coach again. Mike McDaniel wants to be a head coach again. Um, who else is an offensive minded head coach? They got Kevin Stefanski could have went over there. He went to the Falcons, but he got a head coaching job, so that's different. But yeah, no one wants to be in that shit show. Also, you're in a situation where the head coach and the Commanders are in the same situation, but where the head coach doesn't call the defense or the offense, right? It'll be different if this was the Seahawks, where their head coach is the defensive mind and he's oversees the defense, and all they need is an offensive guy to come in and just rule the offense. You're going into a situation where you have a head coach who overrules everything but specializes in nothing, right? That's a hard situation to be in, because he's going to have a hand in the say in what you want to do, even though y'all might not see eye to eye. So that's just it's a difficult situation. Now, if you can make it work and you can get the Eagles back to the Super Bowl, you probably get another higher coaching job. But if it's bad, then it's real bad for you. It's like a high risk, high reward type thing. So I think these OCs are wanting to go somewhere a little bit more safe.
I think I think that's the correct. That's what it is.
But what I said earlier was also true too, Nico. You just what wasn't true? Tell me what wasn't true.
Wasn't, bro. Why you gotta get me heated? Why you gotta
say, bro? What did I say that wasn't true, man?
Trigger. Let me talk about Jalen Hurts, bro. Stop. All right.
Let's talk about it. Correct me if I'm wrong. What am I wrong in, Nico?
Okay. First of all, I tuned out. The moment you said Jalen Hurts, I was like, okay, this is about to go on. You say
is he not? Is he not limited?
With what? I mean, maybe with the fact that he's about to lose a top wide receiver.
But bro,
fine.
Is Jalen? Think about it, bro. Let's take a second real quick. Is Jalen Hurts not a limited quarterback?
No.
Okay, so he can make every throw that Matthew Stafford can make. He's limited.
That's different.
No, bro. It doesn't matter. There's varying degrees of limited. But listen, there's
like Jalen Hurts.
There's varying degrees of limitivity. But he's I don't know if that's a word, by the way.
Like his pass accuracy and completion percentage.
He's limited. He can't make every throw on the field, bro.
He was making the throws. The catchers didn't catch the ball. If the wide receivers would have caught that ball and some of the tight ends, then his numbers would have been better.
So it was the tight ends. It was the tight end's fault. It was the tight end's fault why he threw the game-losing interception.
Bro, but there was a lot of stuff that happened way before.
No.
That situation in the first place.
No one forced him.
Caught that ball, bro. What are we talking about?
So wait. Why did he throw the ball into triple coverage?
Huh?
Why did he throw the ball into triple coverage?
I mean, that's okay. I don't know that one, but I mean, bro, there was a lot of things that were into it.
With the game on the line
in that game, he can make it. He showed you. He showed you in the Super Bowl.
Bro,
this dude won a Super Bowl on his back, doing the thing that you're trying to say he's limited in doing. But he did it.
He's definitely limited, bro.
I don't want to hear it.
Is Joe Flacco a limited quarterback?
Okay, that is done. He's proven that he can do it. Now,
is Joe Flacco a limited
factors?
But listen, though.
Talking about bro, no. You had your time to talk about Jalen Hurts. Bro. I'm not gonna do that to the man. All right, I get that he's your sworn enemy, and that is fine. All right, that is perfectly fine. And if you gotta take a jab at him, hey, I respect it because I do the same to Josh Allen. But
let me look.
Come on, man. No.
Let me pull up. Let me pull up some names.
Dude can do anything if he's in the right system. You put him in the right system, he can make any throw. You put him in the right system, he can make the decisions when he needs to. He can manage the game well. I believe that is one compliment you gave him. So
Let me say this. Let me read off.
The reason why coaches don't want to go there to the original thing is what you said about culture. McDaniels, as you and I have said before, he needs to learn to be a leader of men.
Let me say this real quick, Nico.
Sirianni is that guy, unfortunately. I think
Because
he does a really good job in surviving, but I don't know if he's that leader.
okay,
John
let me say this.
Harbaugh is that leader. So, I mean, if you can learn under John Harbaugh ball or Nick Sirianni, who are you going to go learn from? That's a no-brainer, right? Someone that for sure, if it goes bad, like you said, maybe we still get another shot if my offense is at least good. Or Nick Sirianni, you may not learn. You don't know what you're going to learn from him, and if it goes bad, he's out, which means you're out. That's the real choice. That's the real thing. The
Let me
whole
name off
leadership thing,
some.
bro, out the window.
Let me
Out the
name off some. Let me name off some Super Bowl MVPs because every time somebody tries to criticize Jalen Hurts, they always want to bring up the Super Bowl MVP. Like that keeps you from being criticized, right?
It doesn't, bro. Oh,
Listen, listen. Super Bowl MVPs, right?
okay.
I'm gonna start.
All right.
Jalen. These are some. These not all of them, but these are some of them.
Okay.
See
So you're
some of them.
being selective already. Okay. Go ahead.
But this is I'm being selective because this is the area that Jalen Hurts is in. This is the group of QBs that he's in.
Okay. Can't wait to hear this. Go ahead.
Jalen Hurts,
Okay.
Nick Foles,
Okay.
Joe Flacco, um, Lynn Dawson, Jim Plunkett, Phil Simms. These are the type of QBs that Jalen Hurts. None of these guys are MVPs. None of these guys are first ballot Hall of Famers. None of these guys were ever thought of to being top 3, top 5 in the league when they were QBs. But what do they have? Elite defenses and
You're
an
saying
elite structure around
Flacco
them.
was not a top quarterback when he won?
He wasn't. He was never top 3 or top 5 in the league. Joe Flacco was never top 5 QB in the league.
Not top
Ever.
5. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
He
You're
was
right.
never. But he was always top 10, top 12. And that's where Jalen Hurts is. Joe Flacco in his prime was a limited QB. He was limited, Nico. And that's what Jalen Hurts is. I've never once came on this show and was like, Jalen Hurts is trash. I never once came on the show like Jalen Hurts his ass. He can't play. He's just terrible. Never once. I always kept it real. Certain people always try to put Jalen Hurts in a category he's not in. He's not in the certain categories, bro. He's not asked to he's not asked to win the game for the team. He's not asked to make Superman plays over and over and over again. And if you don't, you're going to lose. He's asked to run the offense. He's asked to. That's it. He's not asked to do any out of body experiences like you would ask Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes or
penalizing for
Joe
him
Burrow.
having a good team?
No. So you're trying to put words in my mouth. That's what I'm saying. I'm not penalizing him. No, I'm not penalizing him.
He doesn't need to do those Superman things.
Just because he doesn't need to do them doesn't necessarily mean he can do them at a high clip either.
But he did. He didn't when he didn't have all those weapons. He was an MVP conversation.
He was 1 year. So because you were, but listen. So was Joe Flacco. But listen. So because you were in the MVP conversation 1 year, you're automatically in top 3, top 5 in the league year after year. No, bro.
No, but we've already had this. We've already had this discussion. Fine if you don't want to put him top 5.
Okay, that's my whole discussion.
Downplaying it, saying he's a top 12. He ain't top.
He is
6. He's 6. Maybe
bro, I can name 10 quarterbacks. I can name 10 quarterbacks I would take over Jalen Hurts, bro.
No,
10 right today. Yes, I can, bro. It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. Let me pull him up because I don't want to forget anybody. Hold on, let me pull him up.
Okay. And good point, Brett. Good point. Hurts is the best quarterback of his draft class, to be fair.
Oh, wait, let's pull up his draft class, actually.
No. You focus on your list.
No. We gonna pull up her draft class because hold on, wait. We gotta answer Britt. We gotta talk. We gotta talk
You need
about
to answer.
Britt.
I don't. I'm
So
confident.
Hurts is better than Joe Burrow. I will close this. I will shut this whole show down if you think Hurts is better than Joe Burrow, Britt. Joe Burrow was drafted overall in Jalen Hurts' draft class. So Hurts is better than Joe Burrow.
Man, I want has Burrow completed a season? One of the best things is availability, not injury prone.
Offensive player of the year, Joe Burrow.
I mean, if he can stay healthy, yeah. But I'll tell you what, I know Jalen Hurts can complete a year. That plays a factor. Don't be saying it don't. Now,
I'm asking you a simple question. Wait. I'm asking you a simple question.
If it comes to skill,
I'm asking you a simple question.
Go ahead. I already know what you're gonna ask, but go ahead.
Who is the better quarterback at playing football? Joe Burrow or Jalen Hurts?
Joe Burrow is better at playing football.
Who's the best quarterback Who's the best quarterback in this draft class?
I'm looking it up. I gotta see.
Joe Burrow. I'm taking Joe Burrow out of everybody. I'm taking Justin Herbert.
You're taking Justin Herbert?
I think it's Burrow? A discussion. No, before Hurts. It's a discussion.
Yeah, before Hurts.
It's a discussion. It's a discussion.
No.
I'm a backtrack that because the only reason why I can't really take if this was the regular season, I would take Justin Herbert.
We're talking about a franchise,
but
right? We're talking about
I think it's the discussion though. I think they're on the same type tier level because every playoffs Justin Herbert just can't.
Do we know what we know now about them?
Yeah, what we know now. Correct.
Okay.
It's peas in a pod. Like I don't. You're not picking Burrow over Jalen Hurts.
And knowing what we know now, yeah, no.
I need some real ball knowers.
Hell no.
I need some.
I want a quarterback that can finish the season, that can play a season.
Bro, he's played a season, bro. It's not his fault that his O-line is ass.
One season.
If you put him in any competent organization, bro, he's making deep runs in the playoff every year, bro. We've seen it. We've seen him play at a multiple MVP caliber every year. Statistically, Hurts is not better than Joe Burrow.
It's not.
Statistically, Hurts will never be Burrow because.
So if you are owner of a franchise, you would take an injury prone.
Jalen Hurts has played more games than Burrow because of due to his injuries. But I'm taking Joe Burrow, bro.
Okay, well then good luck not making it because your quarterback's injured.
No, it depends on what team he's playing on. He plays for the Bengals, who consistently have the worst O-line every year. I'm not taking you gotta throw all that. You gotta factor all. If I'm redrafting this class, I'm still taking Joe Burrow first.
What
are we talking about?
Yes, what you know now.
You're acting like he's injury prone. You're acting like bro. You're acting like he's getting injured because of him. He's getting injured because of his O-line. And you know how many quarterbacks will get injured behind that O-line?
Tom Brady was one of the most sacked, and he completed a season.
Tom Brady got injured a lot too.
This year was one of the most sacked.
Tom Brady missed games as well,
but not that year. Not every year. What are we talking?
Bro, he doesn't. He's not injured. He's not injured every year.
Season.
Bro, you miss games too. Hold on real quick.
What are we talking, bro? No, I mean, this is what I'm asking. Keep asking you, knowing what we know now. No, I'm not picking Burrow. It'd be crazy.
You're high. You're high, Nico. You're high. If you're drafting for your team, you're picking Jalen Hurts over Joe Burrow.
Knowing what I know now, yes, 100%.
Bro, he barely passes over 200 yards a game, bro.
Because he did.
Because he hands the ball off.
when his team, when he needed to, he threw the ball. It changed because his team got one of the top running backs. Just like we can't penalize Stafford for having Puka Nakua and Devontae Adams for having a great team around him, you cannot penalize Jalen Hurts.
When has Jalen Hurts ever had 50 touchdowns?
What?
You cannot compare Jalen Hurts to Matthew Stafford. When has Jalen Hurts ever had 50 touchdowns?
Him.
When has Jalen Hurts ever thrown for almost 5,000 yards? Don't ever put them two sentences in the same sentence. First of all, second of all, it's blasphemy for you to pick Jalen Hurts over Joe Burrow. That's blasphemy.
No, now, no, it's not.
That's blasphemy. You're smoking crack. You're smoking crack to put Jalen Hurts over Joe Burrow. I don't give a damn about the injuries.
And I
don't give a damn. Pull up the
last.
Bro, pull up Jalen Hurts stats, bro. What is Jalen Hurts better than Joe Burrow at?
Staying healthy.
That's not a skill, bro.
Yeah, it is, bro. Best
staying healthy. Okay, what else? Other than stay healthy, what else is he better at?
I would say he's probably stronger than Burrow.
That's some bullshit. Listen to me.
He's stronger.
You know what Joe Burrow is better than Jalen Hurts at? Joe Burrow is better than Jalen Hurts at. He's more accurate.
Yep.
He's much more talented passer.
Yeah, same thing as accuracy.
He's much more clutch. He reads defenses better. Every metric that you can go into for QBs, he's better than Jalen Hurts. So he's
a better runner than Hurts?
Yeah, Jalen Hurts is a better runner, but Joe Burrow isn't far behind. Joe Burrow be moving when he run.
Okay.
Joe Burrow can run. So how can you sit here and say that Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback than Joe Burrow, bro? That makes zero sense.
Owner, and I'm making a decision to pick a quarterback who I'm expecting to at least play 10 years, I'm not going to go with a guy who cannot complete a season.
So what if you don't have the Eagles roster then?
They are paying this man. I don't even know, but very good money to sit on the sideline. Guess what? All that passing, all that understanding defense.
But why is he on the sideline though, Nico?
And great.
Why is he injured?
That from the sideline. Yeah, because he's injured. Because the dude is injured.
Why?
At this point,
you don't watch the games, bro. It's the reason you don't watch. It's the reason why he's injured.
From the sideline. Like what again? Yes, thank you.
But why? You got to ask why, because he plays for the Bengals.
It's like Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck, great quarterback, has all the things, but the dude kept getting injured to the point where he's like, I don't want to have to keep on rehabbing because this shit sucks.
Okay, if you put Joe Burrow on the Eagles, do they beat the team? Do they beat the who do they lose to? The Rams, right? If you put Joe Burrow on the Eagles this season, do they beat the Rams? Yes.
Yes, yeah, as long as they prevent him from getting hit.
So how can you say how can you say Jalen Hurts is better than Joe Burrow if you switch the sides and Joe Burrow and we both agree Joe Burrow would have won that game?
Only if he could stay healthy. I don't know if he could stay healthy that game. If you want me to be honest,
bro, he's behind the top 3 O-line in the league.
All right,
anybody can stay healthy.
It takes one hit to get the man injured. So unless if I'm about to see him out some bubble wrap.
What I'm saying is, the reason why Joe Burrow stays injury prone and stays injured is because he's behind the statistically worst offensive line the last 5 years, bro. The Bengals are known. Listen. The Bengals are known to put together terrible rosters and not spend any money. That's what they're known for. He's not the only injury-prone QB. Carson Palmer was injury-prone when he played for them. This is an organizational problem. This isn't Joe Burrow. And even if you do add the injuries in, that was never the question I was asking. The question I was asking was who's better. You added in another factor to it.
No. Let's see.
I don't. She said the Rams. Britt said the Rams will still win before. I don't know if the Rams still win this game because when you have a quarterback with Joe Burrow, your offensive play calling is a lot different. You have a much wider array of plays that you can call, especially with the wide receivers that they have. So I think Joe Burrow would have won that game with that defense, with those offensive weapons compared to Matthew. I think Matthew Stafford had a much better year than Joe Burrow for sure. But with that roster, I think Joe Burrow's coming out of that game with a win for sure.
So just to give you perspective, Caleb Williams, all right. He was 2024, one of the most sacked quarterbacks last year.
Mm-hmm.
He played the whole year. Interesting.
Nico, come on, bro. You're not talking to an amateur. Wait. We're not about to blow past that. You're not talking to an amateur. I watched Caleb Williams play the game.
Yeah.
He got sacked because he wouldn't get rid of the ball and he wanted to play hero ball every down.
Yeah, because he had a bad offensive line. And guess what? He did
No.
He still was healthy. He still ended healthy, right?
But you're not looking at the sacks. No. A lot of his sacks weren't like he got blindside hit like Joe Burrow does, or dudes diving at his ankles. His sacks were him scrambling and losing yards, which also counts as a sack. No, it's not. Yes, Joe Burrow.
Oh my gosh, bro! Come on, man. I can't. This is redonkulous right now.
I wish we could just pull up like.
Would you pick Tua? Let me ask you. Would you pick Tua over Hurts?
Over Hurts? No, not picking Tua over Hurts.
Okay.
There's only one QB I'm taking over Hurts in this draft, and that's Joe Burrow. And there's another QB who has a case, and that's Justin Herbert. It's just that he does have a case. He does have a case. No. He just turns into a pumpkin, or when he gets into the playoffs. But statistically, he's a much better QB than Jalen Hurts regular season. Okay. Statistically, he is. Am I wrong?
More than just stats.
I know that, but that's why I said it's a case to be made either side. Either way, there's a case to be made. That's all I'm saying. But let's look look. Let me ask you another QB. Is Jalen Hurts better than Baker Mayfield?
We've already had this discussion.
And you say yes, right?
And we say yes.
So let's name off the QBs. We agree he's not better than Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, or Lamar Jackson, right?
That's fair.
Okay. He's not better than those four. Let's look at some other QBs.
Okay.
Is he better than Drake May? No. So that's 5 right there. I'm gonna answer that for you. But just waste, I don't want to waste any more time.
Okay.
He's not better than Matthew Stafford, so that's 6. He's not better than Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott has repeatedly been better than him every year. Repeatedly.
I don't know about that one.
Right now, no, he's not. Right, I'm talking about right now. He's not better than Dak Prescott. He's not.
Okay. All right.
He's not.
Okay. So he's at 8. Yeah, Dak is meh. I don't know. I think I would pick Hurts over Dak. 100%.
You're okay. Okay.
So what was that? 7?
I'm gonna pull up another player, and you already know what your answer is going to be, but then I'm gonna compare their stats for 2025 because I'm talking about who's better right now.
Oh, okay. Right now,
there's a lot of QBs better than Jalen Hurts right now.
Well, I don't know. I don't think Jalen Hurts had the good year, but I don't think it's necessarily his fault. So
he didn't have
as a player. Bro, that offensive coordinator was no good. You talk about
he's only had
What
He's
happened?
only had one really good year, though, Nico.
With the quarterback. Now you just not taking into consideration the system anymore.
Listen to these stats. Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence had 800 more yards than Jalen Hurts this season.
Yeah,
4 more touchdowns.
yeah,
His QBR was 3.4 higher.
for sure.
He threw 6 more interceptions.
Yeah.
Everything. Trevor Lawrence is a better quarterback to him in everything.
Mm-hmm. What was the difference?
What was the difference between what?
Well, what was the difference from this year and last year for
Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence only played like 6 games last season.
Oh, okay. What else did he have? What else did he have this year? Oh, yeah.
Trevor Lawrence?
A system that fit him. A system that fit him. Okay. Continue.
But he doesn't. But bro, Jalen Hurts has had a different. At some point, we can't just keep blaming the offensive coordinators. Jalen Hurts has had a different offensive coordinator every season.
Yes, and that is crazy.
No,
that is crazy. Bro, and guess what? With that one season, he hit and he won the whole thing.
No. Last season he was bad. Last season he was a middle of the back. Last season he was a middle of the pack QB. 2022 was his best season. He's only had one really good season in the NFL, and that was 2022 when he lost the Super Bowl to Patrick Mahomes, and he was runner up in MVP. That's his only good year, bro. I don't know why people but you know what's crazy though? We're kind of agreeing on the same thing. We both don't put him. We both don't have him in our top 7. I have him between the 10 and 12 range. You have him between the 8 and 10 range. That's pretty much the same shit. It's apples to oranges at that point. My whole point was
you keep on trying to bring it. That's like what? That's 3-4 positions away, maybe 5.
No, it's let's say you put him at 8. I put him at 12.
7. He's at 7.
He's not better than Matthew Stafford or Drake May. How can he be at 7?
What are you talking? Okay, you said Patrick Mahomes,
right?
Lamar Jackson,
right?
Josh Allen, Joe Burrow,
right?
Drake May,
right?
Stafford 6, 7.
Dak Prescott,
Jalen Hurts.
How? Off of what merit? What merit does he get above Dak Prescott?
I would just say all around
right now.
Huh?
Right now, what merit? What puts him above Dak Prescott right now?
I would just have to say that when it comes time to win and time to do what he needs to do and be a good game manager, he's there. He's just, if the system is right, I think he's better. He is not selfish. He can play team ball and be a game manager. So I'm gonna go with him. Also,
that's your opinion. You can have your opinion, bro.
Yeah. If you want to switch them, I wouldn't be like, it's not the end of the world. So if you want to go 8, fine, but no more than 8. No more than 8. I would say Dak Prescott and Hurts may be similar, but I just like Hurts better. He just seems more of a leader than Dak.
Bro, that's the thing. Sam Darnold can definitely win you a Super Bowl this year because he has the defense and the offensive weaponry to do so. But the thing about Sam Darnold is Jalen Hurts is better than Sam Darnold. That's the difference that I'm trying to make. Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback than Sam Darnold. But even though Sam Darnold is a worse QB, Sam Darnold can still end up winning Super Bowl MVP, being worse than Jalen Hurts. That's the point I'm trying to make here, is that just because you won Super Bowl MVP doesn't grant you better than other QBs who haven't, bro. That's all I'm saying. Just because you're a Super Bowl winner and a Super Bowl MVP in football does not mean you're better than somebody else who plays the quarterback position that season. Just because you won an MVP is what I'm saying, bro. It's a team sport. You have to look at all the statistics. They have an all-star offense, all-star defense. Do you know how many quarterbacks are lacking those things?
Okay, but
you know how many quarterbacks you can.
You can't use that against him. You're talking about stats,
When
but then
you're
you're putting team stuff into it. You can't
the,
pick and choose.
but when you I agree, Nico. I'm not saying that, but when you couple that with his stats as well and with
Yeah.
his performances as well, it's underwhelming, bro. I could see if he listen, I could see if he had all these offensive weapons and defense and was putting up Matthew Stafford numbers like he is this season. Then it would make sense, but he's not. He's never thrown for 50 touchdowns with those wide receivers. He's never thrown for 5,000 yards with those wide receivers.
Well, because he doesn't need to, because the system is a run base.
No, bro, he needed to this season and he didn't do it.
This season,
Teams, no, teams,
in this season, they didn't have that system.
they did. They ran the ball almost every first and second down.
Was
Nico,
injured.
Nico,
And that
listen.
offensive line was injured. That offensive line was not healthy, and that system did not fit him.
Bro, that system did fit him. They ran the
did
ball.
not. It did not. It did not fit
Listen,
him. It did not fit Saquon Barkley. That's why that OC is out.
Teams stack the box.
If you have all these great players and you have a system that fits, then it would work. By it working would mean that you would be making it deep. If you don't,
he needs a good enough OC to be good.
Yes, he needs that.
Yeah, that's my point. Case closed. You need you don't.
Need a good OC.
Tom Brady. It didn't matter who was the OC with Tom Brady.
What?
It doesn't matter who the OC was with Lamar Jackson. It doesn't matter who the OC is, bro. With these type of players,
Lamar hasn't gone to the Super Bowl, and Tom
who
Brady.
Who was the OC for the?
But Tom Brady won with McDaniels. Who was
the OC? Who was the OC for Lamar Jackson last year when he had over 40 touchdowns and over 4,500 yards?
I don't know.
Because it doesn't matter,
bro.
Because they like that, bro. They like that. Jalen Hurts is not in that discussion. He's not.
Okay, he's not. You're trying to compare him to Lamar Jackson, which we've already said that's
okay. 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 You're right. You got me. You're right. But I'm just saying, like, Jalen Hurts is a mediocre to good QB.
Oh my bro, no.
That's the 8 to 12 range. He's a mediocre to good starting QB.
I would not use the word mediocre.
I put him at 10 to 12. That's mediocre to good. Mediocre to me is if you're a mediocre starting QB in the NFL, you're 15th out of 32 to me. 15th, 16th. He's a little bit above that. So he's mediocre to good, in my opinion.
So
and I gave you the reasons.
Todd Monken was the offensive coordinator.
No. Can we answer this question? You're telling me you wouldn't utilize Barkley all the time. That's the thing. I would, but this season they tried to utilize Barkley when teams knew that they were going to utilize Barkley. So they stacked the box with 8 players and made Jalen Hurts throw it. And what did he do?
The OC could not come up with a good game managing system to the point where the wide receiver is getting upset. All right. And the dude does not know how to manage the game. All right. That's a problem. Like, if you don't know how to deal with that and put the players in the right position. And lastly, that offensive line was not at full strength through the whole season. I mean, they were healthy, but there was moments where I think Lane Johnson was out for a good amount.
But what about last year though? During the regular season, he had plenty of underwhelming performances.
What?
He had so many. He had so many,
and they had the offensive line. Not who was it? Kelly, the coach for the Saints, who honestly has been good with the Saints. The Saints have been good.
But I'm talking about that's the thing, because I watched Jalen Hurts play last season, and he had so many underwhelming games where Saquon Barkley bailed them out. He did. He had plenty of games where he threw for under 200 yards and like 50% completion percentage.
I can't. We should just move on.
Like, that's my thing about Jalen Hurts. I'll watch him play. I can't put him above. I can't put him above certain QBs. I can put him on maybe on the same level, but I can't just say, oh, he's definitively better than.
He's 12. So who are the quarterbacks from 8 to 12 that you got better than him?
No, I said he's 10 to 12. So my top 10. This is my top 10. This is
Okay.
my top 10. And no order, but Patrick Mahomes,
No, I want
Josh
order.
Allen.
No, I want order. Put them in
Okay,
order.
order's going to be a little hard. So
We-
based
we-
off this season, it's going to be
See,
Matthew
you're saying
Stafford.
based off of this season, but if you're gonna base it off this
It's
season, you need to take into account the offensive coordinator. You'd got to take it.
Oh, we don't do that for any other QB. We don't do that for any other QB, Nico. When we ranking
Yeah, we
QBs, we just
do.
rank the
We do
QB.
that
No,
for
we
all of
don't.
them. Okay, go ahead.
No, we do not. No,
All right,
we
go
don't
ahead.
think about that with Lamar Jackson. We just rank them off their performances,
one year to the next. But go ahead.
bro. We rank them off of their ranking this season because we got to go with most recent data, right? I mean, if you're going all time, it'll be a little bit different. So, which one you want me to do? All time active players or most recent
all time
best right now?
All time
active players. I'm putting Aaron Rodgers in there. If we doing all time active players, right? So what are we doing then?
Okay. All time.
That's very specific, Nico. That's gonna just you're doing it, so it got to be one of the two.
Since Hurts was playing, since Hurts got drafted. Go.
Okay, since Hurts got drafted, who's been better than Hurts?
Since he's been drafted.
Okay, so let me ask you this. What are we basing this off? Are we basing this off of a cumulative of things, which is stats, season performances, game-winning drives?
You are an owner of a franchise, and you need to pick a quarterback.
Okay, you said it.
Okay,
I'm picking number one.
Mm-hmm.
Does injuries? Are we factoring in current injuries?
Yes.
We're factoring current injuries.
No, we're factoring what we know now.
Okay, because I'm putting this might be a little bit worse than Jalen Hurts. If I'm starting a franchise right now,
knowing what you know,
knowing what I know since Jalen Hurts got into the league, I'm taking Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Jaden Daniels, Drake May, Matthew Stafford, Dak Prescott, Justin Herbert. Who else is on here I can pick? Let me see. Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts. Those are interchangeable. If you would have asked me this a few months ago, I would have put Stroud in there. And Jordan Love. So that puts him at 11.
No, that puts him at. You got him at 13.
No, I have him at 11. Do you want me to do it again? I have Patrick.
Go ahead.
I have Patrick Mahomes.
We got to learn how to count.
Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Jaden Daniels, Drake May, Dak Prescott, Justin Herbert, Baker Mayfield, and I had one more.
So Jordan Love.
Did I already say Matthew Stafford?
No, you didn't say him.
Let me do this again. Hold on, wait.
Write it down.
I got it right here. Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Drake May, Matthew Stafford, Dak Prescott, Joe Burrow, Jordan Love, Jaden Daniels. That's 10.
Mm-hmm.
Baker Mayfield. That's 11. So I have him at 12. Those are all the QBs I said. I have him at 12. Now Baker Mayfield, and I think
Jordan
Love can be interchangeable, so he can float between 10 and 12. But all the other QBs, if I'm starting a franchise right now, knowing what I know since Jalen Hurts got into the league, you can make a strong case that those QBs will be drafted before Jalen Hurts. You would. And you really would, bro. I don't think people I don't think you realize how many quarterbacks could have won with that Eagles team last season. Because if he didn't win the Super Bowl and the Super Bowl MVP, we wouldn't even be putting him in our top 15, Nico. We would not. We wouldn't.
but he did.
Who's the Colts QB? He's the old
Daniel
Danny
Jones.
Dimes. Danny Dimes, but he's injured right now, so
Yeah,
we gotta see. We gotta see about
or
that one.
Anthony Richardson.
He said don't include people who are retiring. I mean, he said all time current QBs. Aaron Rodgers is top 2 right now. So
It's crazy that you pick Matthew Stafford.
Phillip Rivers, he played this season. I'm picking him over Jalen Hurts. That's a fact, bro. That is a fact. Hold on, wait. Let's look up. So Jalen. So wait.
Are you trolling?
No, I'm
You're
taking.
trolling right now.
I'm
You
taking.
were about to make a case for Phillip fucking Rivers over Jalen Hurts.
Yes, bro. He's a more talented QB. He's a more talented QB, bro. He is, man. He was, bro. I'm sorry, bro. He was.
So this is why crack is whack, y'all.
Was, let me ask you this. Look.
Stop.
Let me ask you this. I need to pull it up first. And then we could be done, bro, because we getting
I'm gonna need I'm gonna need to be done after this because
this is
I need to go unwind after the ridiculousness of these 31 minutes that you've put me through.
Hold on.
The fact that we're ending this with you trying to prove that Phillip Rivers,
let me ask you this:
better quarterback than Jalen Hurts.
You know, Phillip Rivers played in the league where they had 16 games, right? How many games has Phillip Rivers? How many seasons has Phillip Rivers passed for over 4,000 yards?
Bro, remember I said from the moment that Hurts was drafted.
Okay, let's throw that out the window. You don't think Phillip Rivers is a better QB than Jalen Hurts, right? Regardless of when they were drafted, we're just comparing career to career, right?
I mean, Jalen Hurts' career is not over.
Well, right now, from what you've seen from Jalen Hurts and what you know of what you've seen from Phillip Rivers, who's the better QB?
Jalen Hurts.
Okay. How many times has Phillip Rivers thrown for 4,000 yards in the season?
I don't know, probably like 14.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12.
Okay.
How many times has Jalen Hurts done it?
Maybe once.
0. 0. How many times have Jalen Hurts thrown for over 25 touchdowns in the season?
0.
0. How many times have Phillip Rivers done it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 times.
Dang.
This is by biggest reason when it comes to being quarterback and doing quarterbacky things.
Yeah.
He don't do it to that level. Now, I'm not saying he's bad, but he ain't up there, bro. He's not up there.
You're saying that Phillip Rivers is better than Jalen Hurts, and then gonna say that you're not saying that he's bad, bro. You're just contradicting yourself the whole time.
No, I'm not.
Right.
Just because I said,
let me ask you this question.
Just because I think Lamar Jackson is better than Joe Burrow doesn't mean I think Joe Burrow's bad.
Let me ask you this: how many times has Phillip Rivers made the postseason?
Phillip Rivers made the postseason plenty of times. But let me ask. Let me see. And now this is a team stat that we're at.
You see, hell no, don't be changing that shit.
This is a team stat.
No.
This is a team stat. But I'll look it up for you.
Because if it's a team, guess what? Jalen Hurts had a good team.
7. He's made the playoff 7 times.
Okay, how many times has Jalen Hurts made the postseason?
Let me look it up.
I think 3.
Probably every year he's been in the league.
I think 3.
No, it's been more than that. He's been in. One, two. So 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025 times.
Mm.
So
So,
Philip Rivers 7 times.
Interesting. Hmm.
It's not very
Okay.
interesting. We could just look at it right
Hmm.
now and say that the Eagles roster is miles above anything Philip Rivers has
You're
had.
penalizing him for the roster.
No, I'm telling you why the team is
No, yes,
good.
you are. You're penalizing
No,
him
no,
for the roster.
no. I'm telling you why the team is good.
The team is good. No, the team is good because they
The
have a
team is
great
good because they have good
quarterback
players, Nico.
leading them.
No, no,
Someone
no, no,
that
no, no,
can
no.
galvanize
The
all of them.
team is good
Someone that
because they
goes
have good players. They're good because they have good players up and down the
and
roster.
who leads them
They
all.
have
Who's
they
the
have
top dog out of
one
all
of
of
the best. They have one of the best GMs in the league.
them? Who's the leader of all of them?
Jalen Hurts. He's
Okay.
the leader. He's the quarterback.
Okay. He's won a Super Bowl. He
And
could
what is
win
that?
another. His career is not done. He has a chance to be better than Philip Rivers. If you're telling me right now that you would pick Philip Rivers over Jalen Hurts,
Right now,
that's
yeah.
that's just
Jalen-
the Commander's biasness inside
No,
of you.
it's not.
That's
No,
what
I
it
just
is.
gave you. I
There's
just
no
told you
way
why. I'm not.
on this
But okay.
green earth is anyone going to agree with that statement.
Oh my god, we should do a
Okay,
poll, bro. We should do a
nowhere. The fact that you have Jordan Love over him, redonkulous.
Jordan Love has
Okay,
passed for over 4,000 yards.
bro, because they have to. They don't even have a
He's a much.
running back when he
He's a
was
much.
playing.
That's my
So
point. He's a
he
much
has
better. He's a
to.
much more accurate passer than Jalen Hurts.
Bro,
He's a
he
much more
has
accurate
to
passer.
pass it because they don't have a running game. That system required for him to pass it. You can't, bro. You're making me say the same thing like 20 times in this 36 minutes. I love you, bro. But the hate that's coming from this.
I feel like she said before I go, I really want to know who you think is going to end up head coach of the Bill. Ooh, I don't know,
I
man.
agree.
I do not know that one, to be honest. This is one of them spicy things because they're throwing their players under the bus. They're throwing their coaching staff under the bus. No coach wants to coach. When you hear the owner and the GM just throw who got up there and said that? Was that the owner that got up there and
Yeah,
said that?
yeah,
No coach wants to go to a team when you hear the owner just throw the coach under the bus after firing him.
yeah.
So honestly, I hope they get like the bottom of the barrel head coach, bro. Because what the hell? What is that?
I could see
Um,
Mike McCarthy maybe going there.
more power to you, Mike
Yeah,
McCarthy. Okay,
it's gonna be
sure.
a coach that wants to win and thinks that he can take them there.
Their
If
best
the
choice was
Steelers
Mike
don't pick him
McDonald
up,
or Brian Dable.
I don't think Ryan Dable won it. They Ryan
I
Dable
think
could.
he does. He has history with Josh Allen, so
I could see
I
that.
think that's their. If they don't get Brian Dable, then I don't know who they're going to get. To be honest,
That's fair. I would go with Dable. Dable or Mike. I think Dable or Mike McCarthy. It's gonna be one of those two.
but
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But all right, man.
all
Well,
right,
then
man. Good luck.
we're ready for some great games.
I'm watching Cats this weekend, by the way, so I'm gonna keep y'all posted. I think this is the last
Oh
weekend
man.
because I got to the weekend before the Super Bowl weekend, right? Or do I have till Super Bowl weekend?
No, you have till the Super Bowl weekend.
Okay, I think I'm gonna watch
But
it
keep
this.
in mind, we do want to watch it before the Super Bowl,
Yeah,
so it needs to be done by then.
by the Super Bowl, right?
Like it
And
needs
y'all
to,
don't be nitpicking my analysis, talking about some. No, you didn't. Listen, I'm gonna make sure I read the rubric that Miles laid out. I'm gonna make sure I get all my points on the rubric. Don't be coming in adding in other shit. If it's not on the rubric that Miles gave me, it does not matter. He
that
gave me the rubric, and I gotta
okay.
go through all the points. So don't try to add more shit later.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You
Okay.
do you. I mean, we're still gonna talk shit about it.
Oh
You
yeah,
know
all right.
that.
I'm gonna keep y'all
So I
posted.
mean, I
I'm gonna
can't.
let y'all know when I'm watching the movie. So
I bet. All right, man. Well, you have a good night.
Chris says gonna be
Hope
the
everyone
pregame.
out there. Sorry you had to listen to our intense and Tate's
I can't wait till this season over because we're gonna have the real discussion between Drake May and Jaden Daniels because you already know. Because I'm gonna say one thing. I'm gonna say one thing before we get out of here. Jaden Daniels' playoff run was very different than all the other QBs in his class. He had 0 turnovers.
Might make it to the Super Bowl. All right,
but he had zero. He had 0 turnovers and like 7 touchdowns.
Later. All right.
All right.
Peace out, y'all.